Crisis within the Ouattara clan. Téné Birahima Ouattara smears Dominique Ouattara with filthy tactics. As in every palace court, intrigues, unspoken ambitions, and cold hatred intertwine in the silent corridors of power. And the waning regime of Alassane Ouattara is no exception. Those familiar with the inner workings of the Ouattara clan know this well. The rift between Dominique Ouattara and Téné Birahima Ouattara has reached a point of no return. This is no longer a rivalry, nor even a conflict of interest. It has become a direct, visceral, and total hatred. Everything accelerated when the vile, as Téné Birahima is nicknamed, began to openly display his presidential ambitions. A stance that deeply irritates the First Lady, who is fiercely opposed to any direct family succession that bypasses her own protégés. Téné knows it. And he sees it as a betrayal. In his eyes, if Vice President Timoko Meli has not yet been brutally ejected from the system, it is neither due to strategic caution nor respect for institutions, it is solely because Dominique Ouattara is personally blocking it. This ongoing obstruction has provoked a deep, cold fury in him, all the more poorly contained as the old trickster, weakened by age and illness, no longer intervenes. When Téné Birahima recently attempted a power grab to be appointed Prime Minister, it was once again the First Lady who firmly vetoed the move. Since then, the escalation has continued. But the battle is no longer confined to offices and appointments. It has now become dirty, underground, and deeply personal. In the shadows, Téné has unleashed his networks of trolls and manipulators, which he has cultivated for years, to slander his sister-in-law in her most private life. Multiple insidious smear campaigns on social media, nauseating rumors, and targeted leaks have all originated, unsurprisingly, from sources close to the Minister of Defense. The First Lady would do well to ask herself. How do we, the irreducible opponents, know that she personally called Sidiki Diabaté when his father died, in an attempt to turn him against the Malian transitional authorities? How do we not only know the call took place, but also report its content word for word, comma after comma? She ought to wonder where such precision comes from. Let's take another example. How is it that we know everything about the gold trafficking she is involved in? That we know exactly how her teams regularly collect her gold bars? How do we know that her son, Loic Falero, is a cocaine addict? And I could list dozens more leaks, including deeply personal ones, about the First Lady. The truth is that Téné Birahima, consumed by ambition to succeed his elder brother, and by hatred toward the woman he sees as an obstacle, has opened every floodgate. He has become worse than François Compaoré in Burkina Faso. And his downfall is near. I remember a strange character who went by the name Mabali, a mysterious informant who harassed, followed, and pursued me for months, begging me to publish personal attacks against the First Lady. He pleaded with me to speak of her alleged habit of inviting young women into her private circle. I refused, not out of complacency, but because I only publish what is verified, documented, and irrefutable. When I traced the source, I discovered that Mabali was part of the structured digital network of Téné Birahima Ouattara. Everything became clear. This is trench warfare, a succession battle that dares not speak its name, fought with the most underhanded weapons. And I watch it all with satisfaction. Because this internal war is the clearest sign that the regime is finished. When a regime begins to collapse from within, there is nothing left to save. Chris Yapi does not lie. Find Chris Yapi on his 2 YouTube channels, his Rumble channel, his TikTok, X, Instagram, VK and Threads accounts.